Good morning, Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Today is Thursday, September 13th, 2018. I've got a short marked on the charts, but I didn't take it, and let me tell you why. The highest volume bar today, and I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I'm just trying to follow some kind of logic to get myself into a short or at any given time. Highest volume bar is 1275, and it came in right here at 312. Now, has the market already played itself out for this bar? Definitely. But have we continued to make, with the exception of this move right here, we were making higher lows. And we're still making a higher low if you take into account the low that came in at 350. And then you see this right here at 810. Now, highest volume bar is on the red side, so therefore I'm looking that the market can go, it's more stronger to go up than down. So this was the open trade. If I wanted to take on that right at 8 o'clock, this most likely would already be out, or it'd be sitting up here at break even. So 59 was your entry point. 57 would be an exit on this trade. It did go maybe even 56, 57. It did go 1p down. I did not take this trade. I wanted to. I really debated about why I wasn't taking it. And I may incorporate this kind of scenario into my trading decisions as time goes on. But today I wanted to hold fast to, the Reds got the advantage right now, the buy side, so therefore I wanted to wait until I saw something a little bit better on the short side to get involved or stand aside. So at this point, and I don't know if it's right or wrong, what I'm telling you is the reason behind why I didn't take it. And that the reason, once again, that I didn't take, at least today, until I figure out if I like it or not, is this red back here from 312 is higher than any blue bar volume that we've seen so far in the whole session. This is the highest blue that came in at 751 at 838. But we haven't seen anything higher. Now, obviously, it's looks like it's going to go down to 0 right now because I'm not in it. And I'm not trying to justify why I'm not taking the short. I'm telling you why I'm not taking the short. Why I didn't take the short is that the red is greater than the blue. So in other words, 1.2K is greater than 0.8. Therefore, don't trade until we get greater than the 1.2K. All right, so that's what I'm thinking right now, and therefore I'm sticking to it. I'll talk to you a little bit later. That's so far that's my Thursday so far. No trade yet. All right, so let me talk about what I see right now, and then I don't know if it's valid or not, but what I'm seeing is a fourth time through at the current levels right now that this is 1, 2, 3, and this is the fourth time coming through, looking at 37 as an entry point. Now, I'm not in, but I'm just talking right now what I see. But once again, highest volume bar is still on the red side. So even though I see this, I haven't taken it. I'm still waiting for a higher blue bar volume to come across the charts or stand aside right now. Now we might see a failure red bar. Now this trade itself from entry point right at 8 o'clock went to break even. So this is not a trade that I'd be willing to risk. So most likely it would have knocked me out, and then it's went on its own merry way. So now it's looking like, wow, look. So I'm debating. Obviously, I'm debating about what should I carry into my trading arsenal and what I shouldn't carry. So right now you're seeing the sell-off, and we're coming down to the low of 69.06. So 69.36 was a 1P move. Now going from 1 to 2 takes it down to 69.14, which we didn't run. It's right here for now. That's a 2P move from our entry point. And a 3 today is 68.91. That would force a new low. So it's challenging to stay on the side in a market that you want to trade. I mean, I don't like being on the sidelines. But right now, I'm holding to the 1275. This bar right here is highest volume bar. And at this point in time, the only thing that we've done is make still have we have a higher low pattern still here. And even if it comes down here and goes down 3 to 5 ticks underneath it, it's still a double bottom in my humble opinion. Maybe it'd be easier to see on the 5-minute chart. So what we still have is a higher low pattern. So even though it went down here, it's still a higher low. And this could be the base and it takes off back up to here. I don't know. But here's the low. And then we had the red bar that came in here. I mean, obviously, if you could know in hindsight to sell at 3 a.m. and get out at 3:55, then that was a nice move, right? 69.52 to 69.06, so about a 50 tick move down. On a longer term chart, you can see 1 time here, 2 time, 3 time, 4 is holding currently. Now, I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm wrong. What I know is I'm trying to limit my trading activity. Looks like this trade would be another no better than break even here. So no real downward shift to the market, just it goes down for a bit and then retraces back to the prior entry point. Pause. I'll pause here. I don't. That's about it. Oh, another thing I didn't mention, I just see here, is our second highest volume bar is red, coming in at 834, 1084. So all things being equal, there's a long signal coming into the market. Hasn't officially formed yet, but once it does, we'll talk about it. All right, now it has. So 41 is a long signal, and that's the first long signal of the morning. This is kind of my wheelhouse right here. This is kind of in my wheelhouse where 2 times we've been down, we've been through here. This could be the bottom. Just like I like to hit the tops, this could be the bottom too. I've debated about if there was a short side trade or long side trade, what does it want to look like? Well, it's got to look kind of like what I like on the on taking a short side. It's got to be a bottoming pattern that has the opportunity to move quickly. So if we don't go through this 41 quickly, I'm going to exit. And this button right here is the flatten button. All right, it's taking too long. No longer on. So there's probably more to do. So stay away from any long side trade too. Pausing. All right, so let's look at what's holding right now. What's holding is the hourly 200 bar SMA. This is what's holding currently. Like I like to say, doesn't mean it will, but this time, as we're speaking right now, it's holding. Now, I believe lines are drawn on charts for a reason, and the line that you draw on that chart is for, either it holds or it doesn't. I mean, it really, there's no rhyme or reason to it. If you're looking at the 15-minute chart, you can see that this is a trend that's right now sitting at where we were back, was this Thursday? This is Tuesday. So we're reaching down to Tuesday's lows, or excuse me, right before Tuesday's highs, reaching down to Tuesday's mid-range high, and that's where we are right now. Now, if it gets back down here and breaks it, where can we go? Well, you're looking way down here. Get rid of this line right there. So that's asking a lot of the market there right now on low volume. So on the 15-minute, we've been up and we've been skirting the 200 bar on the 15-minute chart, and on the 5-minute chart, right now you can't even see it unless you maximize it out, and it's up here. We haven't run the 5-minute line as of this point in time. Doesn't mean we will or won't, just we haven't run it. 5 minutes been way up here around the $70 a barrel mark for most of the morning. All right, so that's kind of today right now. No trades on. This would be my long side trade that I would have taken in the past. So we're marking the charts to see what happens here. Now notice that I'm running with a 19 tick stop loss because 1R is 18.4, which rounds up to 19. Yeah, I know it rounds down. But anything that you see on the R side that's above a number, I'll always go the next higher number until we hit 20. Once we hit 20, that's as much as I'm willing to risk in any given trade. Pardon me, I'm kind of weather up here has been just ugh. Oh, and those that are in the hurricane path, hopefully you're out of it and you're somewhere safe. We're supposed to see the after effects of that Friday into Saturday. Here in western PA. I live southeast of Pittsburgh, in a small town called Greensburg. Alright, I'm going to pause here, clear my throat some. Seems like the day after I mow the grass, I'm always the worst. I used to have really severe allergies as a kid growing up to anything grass related, and it still affects me, but not like it used to when I was a kid. So I grew out of it, but it's still, you know, I can feel the after effects of mowing. And even I had it. I remember I used to wear one of those surgical masks because I would still like to make money mowing. Always a great summer job. All right. So we're just hanging out. That's it. That's all I'm doing. No trades yet. So I'm going to pretend I'm in long, but I'm not taking it. If it runs to 41, this would have been a long signal for me. Based upon the highest volume bar and a 1, 2, 3 setup. Get my screen draw tool out here. Here's your base. And that's what I'd be looking for. The other side, the only reason that I wouldn't be in it is that we have not crossed over the 200 bar, come back down, and then come over it. So sometimes I like to wait on the 200 bar crossover, kind of like up here. This would have been a signal, which it wasn't. This would have been the entry point up here, which we were still short at that point. So that's kind of what we're looking. And then you see the exit right there. So that was the exit of the short right here. So what I'm saying about this trade is it's taken too long to set up. And what I'm worried about now is that it'll fill, most definitely, probably, and might just get up to, you know, somewhere in this area and then come back down. So it really hasn't, the bottoming pattern hasn't finished, perhaps. So is this double bottom here, is that as low as we're going based upon this volume here, or do we still have another push left in it? Alright, so this trade's in, would be in, and we went up 2 ticks from 41, so now we moved up to minus 19 from here. Let's follow behind it. $24. It's just not something I'm willing to risk at this point in time. And this just means that my long side of the market, the way I view the long, isn't as strong as the way that I view short, because, well, frankly, the market will fall faster than it will go up. For instance, look at this right here. This, let me get the screen draw tool. This down right there starts at, what's that, 828 and finishes at 835. So this is 7 minutes right here from here to here. Now from here to here has been the rest of the time. And you're thinking, oh, that about looks like equal, but this is, remember, this is a tick chart. And tick charts are not based upon time, it's based upon the ticks that come across. So you have 7 minutes to go down, and then you have, what's that, 20, let's call it 30, 8:30 to 9. So 30 minutes on the up. So we could come here and head back down in 5 minutes. And like I said, I'm starting to pretty much override all of my long signals because frankly, they're not working out. And if I would go with 1/2 hour stop today, that's be 13. So 41 from 13. Without moving that stop is 28. So a 1/2 hour stop, excuse me, that's 2/3 today. 1/2 stop is 10. 41 minus 10 is 31, and that's been hit. So the 1/2 hour stop has already been hit. So this trade would have lost at least, in a 1/2 hour stop, lost 10 ticks. So what I'm getting at is that I'm not real confident in my long signals at this point in time. Therefore, I'm staying away from most all of them. Now, this only went up 2 ticks. Original 41 minus 19 would be 22. We moved up 2, so we're at 22 right now. So the other side of this is then why don't you just get involved at it down here? And I don't have a reason for that yet. So catch the low of the swing low and then run it from there. Well, maybe that's where the logic's going to go at some point with the highest volume bar on the red side. So what I'm trying to say right now is that the way I take on long entries does not equal the way that I take on short entries. So they're not equal. So that's why I'm staying away from my long side entries. I'm doing more of what if scenarios on the long side right now. What if I came in here? What's the odds of it winning? Right now I'm saying, well, unless it moves quickly, I don't want to be in, period. Oh, look at that crap. Alright, so now we have highest volume bar on the blue side. 41.37. Wow, that just shot up there like a rocket ship. Something's up, right? That's what I always say when something like that comes in. 41.37. And you saw it live and in color when I unpaused the charts. It went flying at 9 a.m. So let's pull out Forex Factory first. Let's not get too, we're going to try to take a 1, 2, 3 off of this. See if there was an economic report coming out at 9. FOMC member Coral speaks. What did he say? Irrational exuberance? Alright, so let's mark the charts here off of that bar. So here's your buy above line, sell below right now. And that's highest volume bar on the blue side. 41.37 coming in at 9 o'clock. The failure of the blue line would be above the level. So let's go ahead and mark that. Here's your failure line. The short side trade is at 47 right now. I'm going to pause until we get in or it does whatever it's going to do here. One thing I'm going to do though is only have a 10 tick stop, because if it's going to be wrong, I'm going to be wrong by the 19 ticks. So I'd rather be wrong little than a lot. Comes down here, runs through, hits off of that, and goes straight up. Can we trade S1? Yes, we can. We've been through S1 a whole bunch of times today. Pausing. We might be moving behind this. Now we are. Entry is 56 now. We're going to run a 13. We're going to go 2/3 stop. Pausing until filled. Looks like we're close to getting filled here. If filled, 56. 33 is a 1P. So let's mark that. 33 is 1P move down. So it's got to come through, which can happen. Filled at 57. I like 69.69 for now. All right, so what's the GAN number? GAN number is 68.97 today. Where are we? 68.67. We're below the GAN. GAN 190 is 57 today. What's the closest to 57 we can be? Basically where we are. $6,888. 3P is 67 today. Why do I have 90? Must have saw 4. So 6,888 is a 3P move. All right, so what was, let's pull up the charts, get the hourlies on. Day, what's that? That's too far away. Hourlies. 68.04 is the low right now, and the prior low from that is 15. So got to get through there. And then underneath that is 67, 66, 67. Can we reach down to here? A 9p move down. And what's our high today? Our high of the market is 70.28, so let's plug that in. 12p move on the high would be 67.57. So that's our target for now. 67.57. Obviously we'll take a lot less. Come to 11p is 67.80. 68.02 is 10 down. That looks good. I'm going after a further out target because of this bar right here. We're going to go ahead and go to break even here though, because if it comes back up, it's probably going to make new highs. Only trade of the day is on right now. This is my only trade, the short side trade. Okay, that's good enough. We'll go at +2. Really don't want to see the market come back. If it does, that's 1p hit. A 3p, it was 6888. $6,888, 6,889. A 2 is 6812 or 6912, then 6889. Let's go ahead and lock in 3 for now. Go ahead and lock in 10. Locking in 10. Get paid. Get paid to trade. 6912 is a 2p move. We'll lock in 10. Now can we bust through the lows? 6906. Low prior to that was what? I can't remember, damn it. 69, it was lower than that. 6906 was low, so we've made a new low. 6898 made a new low. I want to go ahead and protect the 1p mark. 1p 34. I'm going to go ahead and protect the 34, call it 33. One and only trade is on right now. We'll not trade again today. We're looking for the market to continue to break down and get through. And we're looking at 6803 and the 6803 mark is a 10p down move based upon the high of 7028. 7028, 9p is kind of what I'd like to see, but I'm trying to win the combine too. So the combine to be won, I definitely win it if we go, well, we'll be close to winning, I should say. Let me rephrase that. 6888, 6889 is 3p down. We just reached it. 3p down. Let's go ahead and protect 2. We'll go look at this, plus 10 ticks, 60, 69.17. 69.17, protecting. Call it 19. 69.19 to protect. Okay, I don't know what we're doing. Okay, we're switching to high of day now. 69.60 would be a 3p down. We've done that already. 68.92, done that. 68.470, done that. 68.70 is 7p down. We are going to go ahead and protect our 3p move. 6899. 3p move from entry point. 6899. No, excuse me, 6889. 3p move is 6889. We'll come two ticks off of that and call it 6891. Starting to get ugly down here. Any day you can get 3 is a good day. On one contract trading, getting a 3p target is always a good day. $87 plus 5 is $92. 68.92 stop. 6888 plus 5 is 93. 6893 stop. Going 5 over. 5 over this right here. All right, now we're going straight on top of it. 6889. Moving down. Don't want to see it now. Let's go ahead and go for a 12p move, just in case we can get it. 67.57. Oh, look at that. 6777. That is target. 6777. Closest number to 6777 is 6780. We'll call 81. 6781. That's 11p move. We'll go for 11. Of course, obviously you're taking a lot less, but I want this out of the, I want this, you know, in case it runs, I want it. Let's go to 91 on stop right now. That'll be 3 above 88. This is what you call catching a falling knife. Anyone's trying to go long right here. All right, that's 2 times down. All right, we are officially going to protect 6889. 6889. After this trade, I'm going to do the relaxed side of this. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to be done. If it takes me out, it takes me out. We've got a 3P target. Anytime I can get 3P is always a win. The only way that I would be trading more, or this would only, the only thing that would be left on would be what I would call the tortoise side of the trade. So if we're looking at tortoise side of trade right now, let's mark the charts with the tortoise. Here's your lows. First time we went down was right about here. Here plus 10. I'd probably come down to here now. Since we're reaching down here, I'd use this low and this plus 10. Now we're reaching down. Now I'd use this low plus 10. So this is where I start getting a little bit more aggressive in stops, because this might be a double bottom down here. So this is your low right now. That says 93. So 6903. 6903 is our tortoise stop. We got one more push left in this right now to head down. Get through that 62. The 67s can come in mind. When we get through 62, we can definitely come down a little bit further. I just think that's too close. Break through the 64. Come on, break through the 62 level. Hard. Looking at Gann signals now. 57 is Gann 190 today. Of course, this is S2 line. 6860 is new low. 6860. Alright, so let's use this. 83.93. Alright, we're going to use the tortoise stop now on our trade. 68.93 using tortoise stop. New low. New stop now. 88. Now new low. Still. Hold on. 86. What's 5 over this? It's 83. New low. 75. We'll call it 74 now. 84. 83. 1,000 on the board right now. $68.47 is an 8p down move. That's as far as we went yesterday, by the way. 8p down. 47 is 68.70. We're moving. We're moving. 68.73. Going to use the blue line completely now. 71. We went down 8 yesterday, so this might be as far as we go. Down 8 and then back up. Excuse me, we went up 8p yesterday. We officially have been down 8 right now to 68.47. All right, let's use this. Plus 5 ticks is 69. $64 plus 5 ticks is 69. We're going to get stopped just no matter how much we're going to get on profit. I'm trying to get as much as I can, thinking yesterday that's as far as we went, an 8p move. Let's go 71. Next GAN number, if we can get it, is 68.16. So we're asking the market to go up 12 ticks from S2 right now. That's okay. I can live with that. Still a damn good trade no matter how you look at it. All right, 67 plus 5 is 72. Not moving again. We'll hold at 72. And out. Plus 85. And we cleared the 31,000 mark again. See if this time I can frickin' hit the 32,000 doing what I was supposed to be doing. Taking valid trade setups. So I stayed away from all of the long side that would have crushed my ass today. And we waited for the short signal setup to come in the charts. Once again, the short signal today, let's go back and review, was this right here. And then the reason I went with a really far out target was this is what I call extreme blow off volume. Anything above, I used to say 2,000, but I would say it's above 3,000 to 4,000 now. Anytime you get above 4,000, now it could have been violent. This could have done one of two things. When it bottomed out here, it could have done that. This could have been just some stop running, and it could have done this. That's why I wanted to come in underneath here originally. But then when I saw this here, when it came back, I was like, all right, we have a chance of catching it right here on the mid-range line. And then I took it. Officially, from entry point, an entry point today was 69.57, and we got out at 68.72. We caught almost a 4p move. 4p down move today would have been 68.67. A 5p was 44, so that was about as good as we could have got today. Of course, now it's coming back down. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it come down after I got out? Look at that. Now it's really coming down hard. Bastard. Shit. 73. Are you kidding me? How many times has that happened to me? Maybe I should have held. Live and learn. Missed profit once again on another trading day. Obviously, I got to review my exit strategy on a day like that. It didn't show anything. Son of a bitch. Alright, so let's think tortoise right now. Tortoise still in it. New lows being posted. $68.76 is the tortoise exit. $74 now. That was our exit right there at 72. It looked like it was going up at that point, didn't it? You can't worry about stuff that I have no control over. I did at that point in time when it knocked me out, I had no idea that we were going to come back down. And that went up to here. Alright, son of a bitch. Well, that happens. I don't know. I mean, nobody's perfect. 72 is toward us now. You always think you can take more profit away on the trade, but I think I did just about as good as I could have done on this trade, with the exception of maybe holding at 688, 6888, but I wanted the extra profit. And I had one eye on 31,000 too, to be honest. I wanted to be above 31,000 after this trade. I wanted to be back here again, and that kind of influenced me a little bit too. Maybe I should have taken the 1,000 when it was available. That would have put an extra 150 in the account right then. And that's just stuff that I have to work on. So I've been here before. Been here quite a lot of times now. And it's just a matter of time before I stop doing some of the insanity side of my trading that causes me to blow it. So tomorrow's Friday, the 14th. We're a week away from expiration, roughly. A couple days, I guess. So tomorrow, the market tomorrow could possibly do absolutely nothing. I'll look at Friday right at the open to see, or my open, which I like to look at, is 8 a.m. Chicago time, and see if there's anything to do at that point. Last Friday, I gave up a bunch of my profit. I'm not going to make that happen again. And that pretty much led into the crappy week that I had for the most part. So you can see the violent moves are definitely happening here on both sides of the market. We had a kind of a violent move up. Now we're having a violent move down. The market is definitely getting ready to break out. It's going to break one way or the other. You have the hurricane right now, so that might take into effect some of the stuff, but it's not in the Gulf this time. But a lot of times, you know, what they say, sell the news, buy the rumor. So the news right now is the hurricane, so people are selling the news and buy the rumor. The rumor would be maybe tomorrow that devastation, blah, 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 you know. Not that that's a good thing, but sell the news, buy the rumor. I don't know how that's going to play out right now. What I wanted to see was something, and that something finally showed up on the charts today. Without this, I was standing aside. I was looking for highest volume bar to go blue. This was very helpful for me to see that, and then to be able to use that to my advantage and take advantage of this move, even though I wasn't able to get as much as I wanted to on it. By the way, that's the tortoise exit. Going against the lows. So we're saying that's 36, giving up 40 ticks to be able to stay in the trade. But that's why I have the hair side of the trade, and I trade the hair side because honestly I haven't figured out a way to trade two contracts either in the 30K or the 50K when things go bad, because on the 50K you run into the 1,000 weekly loss, and obviously on the 30K you run into the $500 loss, which is a lot easier to hit trading two contracts. Because if you're wrong twice, even at minus 12 and wrong twice, you're at minus 48. So two trades put you in the hole and you just don't have any room left on the day. Where minus 12 on one contract trading takes you to minus 36. I mean, you still physically would have one more trade opportunity to go minus 48. So that's kind of the thought process behind. And then if you lose 48 over 500 on the 50K, then you're limited to that weekly loss too. So that's why I don't like the 50K, because of the weekly loss. If the weekly loss was out of the equation, I believe the 50K would be the way to go, because you'd have you have a $2,000 drawdown, a 3,000, what was it now, 3,000 profit target, I believe. So I believe that would be the way to go, 3,000 versus 2,000 if there was no weekly loss. If they just let you lose that 2,000, that way I believe that the 50K would be the better thing to do. But with that 1,000 weekly loss limit, that really puts a hamper to trading two contracts. And then obviously with the 30K, trading two contracts in the 30K, you physically run, and when you're wrong twice, even at minus 10 wrong twice, you're at minus 40. It's my 2 cents. I'm sticking to it. All right, Dave Knight out. Talk to you later.